You
You
cheated on
cheated
me,
on me,
Cassie.
Cassie.
You're
You're
leaving me
leaving
for
me for
him
him
just
just because
because
I'm
I'm
poor.
poor. Roy Hayes stood in the rain outside the campus cafe, watching through the window as Cassie laughed, actually laughed, with Louis Kyle, the guy whose watch cost more than Roy's entire year of tuition. She didn't even have the decency to look guilty. Roy,
Grow
grow
up.
up, she said.
Love doesn't
Love
pay
doesn't
bills.
pay
Louis
bills.
has a
Louis
future.
has a
You have
future.
what?
You
Student
have
loans and a part-time
what?
job washing dishes.
Student loans and a part-time job washing dishes? Roy's jaw clenched. 3 years. 3 years of walking her to class, helping her study, splitting his last meal with her when money was tight. And this was how it ended. In the rain, being discarded like trash. You'll regret this, he whispered. Cassie laughed. Sure I will. Good luck with your pathetic life, Roy. That night, Roy sat in his cramped dorm room, the one he shared with two other guys because he couldn't afford a single. His phone buzzed with notifications. Photos of Cassie and Louis at an expensive restaurant, her wearing a necklace that probably cost thousands. The comments were worse. Poor Roy finally got dumped, LAL. Guess love doesn't conquer all when you're broke. Cassie upgraded Farrar. He'd always been the joke. The scholarship kid who wore the same 3 outfits on rotation. The guy who ate noodles for dinner while others ordered delivery. The one everyone pitied but nobody respected. His phone rang. Unknown number. Mr. Hayes? A professional voice. This is Gerald Thornton from Thornton and Associates. I'm calling regarding your grandfather, William Hayes. Roy frowned. I don't have a grandfather. My parents died when I was 8. I grew up in foster care. Actually, sir, you do. And I'm afraid I have some news. Mr. Hayes passed away 2 weeks ago. Roy's heart sank. A grandfather he never knew, now gone forever. However, the lawyer continued, you are the sole beneficiary of his estate. I need you to come to my office tomorrow at 9 a.m. This is time sensitive. The law office was in the part of town Roy had only seen from bus windows. Glass towers. People in suits that cost more than his car. If he had a car. Gerald Thornton was a sharp man in his 60s. He slid a folder across his mahogany desk. Your grandfather, William Hayes, was the founder of Hayes Global Industries. Perhaps you've heard of it? Roy's mouth went dry. Hayes Global, the tech conglomerate, the company worth billions? No, that's not possible. Your father, Robert Hayes, was estranged from your grandfather after marrying your mother against his wishes. William was stubborn, proud. By the time he tried to find you, your parents had died, and you disappeared into the foster system. Thornton opened the folder. He spent the last 15 years searching for you. He found you 6 months ago. He watched from afar, wanting to reconnect, but his health deteriorated rapidly. Tears burned Roy's eyes. I had a grandfather, and I never got to meet him? He knew you, Roy. He was very proud of you. Despite having nothing, you got into university on merit. You worked 3 jobs. You never gave up. Thornton slid a document forward. As of this moment, you inherit everything. Hayes Global Industries, the real estate portfolio, the investment accounts. Your net worth, Mr. Hayes, is approximately $4.7 billion. The room spun. Roy didn't tell anyone. Not at first. He spent a week with Thornton, learning about his empire, the companies, the properties, the power. His grandfather had left him one note. Money doesn't define you, Roy, but it can amplify who you already are. Use it wisely. Make them respect the man, not the money. Monday morning, Roy walked onto campus. Same hoodie, same backpack. But everything had changed. In business economics, Professor Williams announced, Hayes Global Industries is donating $50 million to build a new innovation center here at the university. They've specifically requested student input on the design. Louis Kyle smirked from the back. Probably tax write-off. These billionaires don't actually care about education. Roy raised his hand. Actually, Hayes Global's founder grew up poor. He believed in giving opportunities to people who earned them, not people born into wealth. Louis rolled his eyes. Whatever. What would you know about billionaires, dishwasher boy? The class laughed. Roy smiled. More than you'd think. The university's annual charity gala was the event of the semester. Roy arrived in a simple but perfectly tailored suit, his first real splurge. Cassie was there, of course, on Louie's arm, dripping in borrowed jewelry. She saw Roy and actually looked surprised. Roy, what are you doing here? This is a $500 a plate event? I'm aware, he said calmly. I'm the keynote speaker. Her face went white. Roy took the stage. Good evening. I'm Roy Hayes, and as of 2 weeks ago, I'm the CEO of Hayes Global Industries. The room erupted in whispers. I grew up with nothing. I know what it's like to choose between textbooks and food, to be mocked for wearing second-hand clothes, to be told you're worthless because your bank account is empty. His eyes found Cassie in the crowd. She looked like she might faint. Tonight, Hayes Global is announcing a $200 million scholarship fund specifically for students from low-income backgrounds. Because your worth isn't measured by your wallet. It's measured by your character, your resilience, and your heart. The room erupted in applause. After his speech, Cassie tried to approach him. Roy, I had no idea. If I'd known, you'd have stayed? Roy shook his head. That's exactly why I'm glad you left, Cassie. You love what I might give you, never who I was. And honestly, that says everything about you and nothing about me. Louis appeared, red-faced. You think you're better than me now? Money doesn't change who you are. You're still the same loser. Roy smiled. You're right, I am the same person. That's the difference between us, Louis. You think money makes you superior. I know it's just a tool, and I'm going to use it to help people you've spent your whole life looking down on. He walked away, leaving them both standing there. 6 months later, the Innovation Center broke ground. Roy made sure to hire students to work on it, paying them triple the campus rate. Cassie transferred schools. Louis's father's company went bankrupt after a scandal. But Roy, he barely noticed. He was too busy building something that mattered. Because the best revenge isn't making people regret losing you. It's becoming someone who makes them realize they never deserved you in the first place. Success is the best revenge, but happiness is the best success.